In this video, I will show you how to get jacked under 60 minutes per week using science. I will also show you the exact sets, exercises, and reps what I will tell you until the end of this video really works, so just pay close attention and take notes. To begin with, we're going to choose just 2 days per week to train because we're super busy. Also, you want to leave enough days for recovery in order to grow faster. For example, your weekly training could look like this. Okay, now to ensure a great combination of both muscle growth and time efficiency, we're going to do 2 full body workouts per week. Why? Because according to research, it's best to train our muscles at least twice a week in order for them to grow in the fastest way possible. And doing full body workouts is the only way to do that if you want to train just twice a week and under 60 minutes in total. By the way, I created a training program that includes everything in this video plus much more. So if you want to get jacked under 60 minutes per week using science, comment down below training program and I'll send it to you completely for free. Alright, this is great, but what exercises should you actually do? Well, we're going to need the most effective ones in terms of muscle growth and time efficiency, so we can train all of our muscles properly in the least amount of time possible. And the best thing is you're only going to need 5 exercises if you're super busy. Exercise number 1 is going to be the dip because it will blow up your chest, front delts, and triceps all at once. The reason I chose this pushing exercise instead of any other is because all other pushing exercises will leave your triceps underdeveloped compared to your chest and front delts. Exercise number 2 is going to be the seated row because it will grow your back, forearms, biceps, rear delts, and traps all at once. Exercise number 3 is going to be the best exercise for your lower body, and it's the super deep squat or any variation of it like super deep leg press or hack squat. Research shows it leads to much more muscle growth than the regular 90-degree squat. It uses less weight, which will prevent lower back pain, and it will take you much less time to warm up. Exercise number 4 is the dumbbell side lateral raises because it will blow up your side delts, arguably the most aesthetic muscle of the male body and also the least developed part of the shoulder because pushing exercises train your front delts, pulling exercises train your rear delts, but most people have underdeveloped side delts. Exercise number 5 is going to be the hanging leg raise because it will sculpt the abs of your dreams and will also give you bigger and stronger forearms. And on top of that, it will also decompress your spine, giving you a better posture after lifting. But wait, you have probably noticed there are no exercises for calves or hamstrings. In my opinion, these muscles are not as important as the quads and glutes from your lower body. However, if you really want to grow them and if you have like extra 10 free minutes per session, you can add hamstring curls and calf raise. And if you want to grow your arms even faster, you can add bicep curls machines and overhead tricep extension. Alright, this is great, but how many sets do we have to be doing for every exercise? According to research, you can build muscle efficiently when doing as little as only 5 sets per week. Of course, the more sets you do, the faster you will grow, at least to a certain extent if you recover well. But since we're super busy and we want the most time efficient training plan, we're only going to do 3 sets per exercise per session, leaving us with 6 sets per muscle per week in total. This, in my opinion, after working with hundreds of busy men, is the most time efficient and muscle growth effective volume per week. But if you have a little bit of extra time, you can do 4 sets per exercise that grows the muscles you want to grow even faster. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to write them down in the comment section and I will answer all of them. Alright, now I want to share with you my 2 powerful and time efficient hacks that me and my clients use to get jacked in much less time. The first one is using antagonist supersets, where you pair 2 exercises that work opposite muscle group and you do them back to back. For example, doing chest and back or biceps and triceps. The second life hack is to use short rest times for the exercises that is just too difficult to superset. For example, when training legs with the super deep squat or leg press, try resting for just 30 seconds and hit your next set again. Research shows it doesn't hinder your progress because everything that matters for muscle growth is to get your muscles tired. This happens the best while you're close to failure. And trust me, with this training plan, you will. Alright, this is great, but how many reps should you actually be doing for every exercise? This will shock you, but I would say It doesn't matter. You just need to go to failure on every single set. By getting less rest time, you want to really stimulate the muscles as efficiently as possible, and this happens by going as hard as possible when you're really time restricted in order to compensate. On top of that, most people stop doing their sets too early, and this keeps them too far away from failure. This is why they never see results, no matter if they train for years. Going to failure will ensure your sets are as effective as possible, and it will make sure you progress much faster or progress at all. But keep in mind that in order your sets to be as efficient as possible, research shows that you have to be doing between 5 and 30 reps. So just pick exercises and weights that will get you in this range. And ideally, try to increase your reps or weights with just a little bit every single week in order to grow even faster by using progressive overload. Now, I have to be honest with you. Following this exact plan will help you get jacked under 60 minutes per week. However, no matter how hard you train and how much muscle you gain, you will look as if you don't even work out if you have too much body fat covering your hard-earned muscles. So if you want to learn how I and my super busy clients would get lean as soon as possible without starving, eating food you hate, or doing hours of cardio, watch this video now.